Can I have a next? Yes, this is the one. Thank you. Sadly and tragically, in the early hours of Christmas morning on 2015, our family lost our 24-year-old son, William, to suicide. To this day, we have no reason. Will's just gone. As you can see, Will was handsome, extremely popular. He was a great sportsman, could turn his hand to anything. At 24, he had his own home and his own business. We are to this day as a family so very, very proud of our son and the joy that he brought to our lives. Sorry. We didn't know that this could just happen out of the blue. We didn't know that someone could have something inside their head and just carry off a normal day-to-day life. We were, as a family, and I think as a nation and as communities, we are very arrogant and ignorant when it comes to mental health and the battle so many face each day. We had no idea that Will, like every other Australian young boy, is all but 3 times more likely to take their own life on any given day. Child, and not 1 minute did we speak to him about mental health. And I don't know if you're aware, because most people aren't, the World Health Organization is actually predicting that depression is going to be the leading health burden to mankind by 2030, surpassing heart disease and cancer. That is 13 years from now. The last time I saw Will, it was Christmas Eve, and he was coming home from work and he had on a large billabong hat and zinc cream, sunscreen mixed with dirt that had dried on his arms, and that troubled me. I asked the psychologist, why does someone who's in such turmoil and thinking about taking their own life protect themselves from the sun? Because you taught him that. Where There's a Will, established August 2016, with a vision to unite our community in a journey of awareness and a prevention of mental illness and suicide. We are using every means available to us, but it is our priority to prevent mental illness through education in our schools. The current approach to mental illness of this nation is a treatment approach. Wait until you're ill, seek treatment. Sadly, for 65% of people who do seek treatment, the best they can hope for is to come back to a neutral position. They will no longer be depressed, but they're not going to be happy either. This nation spent $28.6 billion last year alone, and suicide rates still rose. Treatment must be respected because it will always be necessary, but this nation needs to fast adopt another approach. In the Upper Hunter, we are adopting another approach, a prevention approach, a prevention through education in our schools, a positive education in our schools from preschool right through to year 12, a coat of armour, if you would like, and a toolbox for our children to take through life. Our Upper Hunter teachers have unselfishly joined forces with Where There's a Will and our greater community on a journey of rediscovery. We are all seeking new skills and programs that will benefit our children in the Upper Hunter. Positive education already exists in Australia, but it's in wealthy metropolitan schools. We have to be thankful for these schools because they are paving the way. Their measured results are indicating greater wellbeing not only in students but teachers alike. There's also a reduction in stress levels, a reduction in emotional suppression, greater student engagement, greater physical health, and can you believe it? A rise in academic success. But doesn't that make sense? When you feel well, you actually do well. What would your pledge tonight mean to us? It would give us the green light to secure gold standard positive education program, Professor Lee Waters, Visible Wellbeing. Farmer, talking about school teaching, this is going to be hard. Visible Wellbeing is a whole school, whole community approach to wellbeing. It's a myriad of well-researched techniques that promote 5 pillars: positive emotions, positive engagement, positive relationships, and a meaning and purpose and skill set for life. Your pledge will be a quarter of what is needed to roll out the first round of Visible Wellbeing in the Upper Hunter. This would involve 10 schools, 3,600 students, and over 250 teachers. Your investment will see these teachers go on to influence lives for years to come. Imagine the child starting school in the Upper Hunter in the year 2018. They're going to receive 14 years of positive education, a magnificent foundation for life. On the way, we are producing a prototype that we are saying to the government will no longer be able to ignore. We are going to measure our results and hand them on. I just want to finish with something that I heard that Jane, you used earlier on. Innovate. The time has come. Thank you.